Everybody, how are we doing today? Let's shut the door. Here's my awesome bronze hat. Freaking awesome. Yeah. Let's talk about what was a very chaotic series. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? I almost forgot to do my intro. How dare I? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians live stream. It is officially Thursday night, which means week 2 of preseason football is here. We don't play until Sunday. So I guess you could say this would be a good, test for a lot of these Browns players. Because if you make the team, this will be you're going to have a routine for most Sundays. But we're not going to talk about the Browns in this stream. No, because this is the Guardians stream. And this was arguably the most chaotic series of the year. Not just what happened on the diamond and stuff like with the players, but the umpiring crew. In terms of the umpires, this had to be the worst crew all around that we've had. My goodness. I'd hate to see the umpire report cards for these games. Especially the game yesterday. Oh, baby. Yeah, man, first game of the series, we're fresh off our trip out of Toronto. We come back home, doubleheader right off the bat. First game, we had my guy Aaron Savale on the mound. And when it comes to Savale, we don't know what we're going to get out of him. Nobody really knows what we're going to get out of him. Because you don't know if are you going to get pre-injury Savale from last year where he was nails, or are you going to get the Savale that can't locate and he gets mashed? Well, in this game, we got pre-injury Savale. And if we keep getting that kind of Savale, he'll be just fine. 6 innings, only 3 hits, 1 run earned, 1 run given up, but 10 Ks. Second most in his career. Out of nowhere. Against the team that likes to chase. And he only walked 1 guy. Yeah. Now he faced Drew Hutchinson, 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 4 Ks. So in essence, we kind of had a little bit of a pitcher's duel. Yeah, kind of had a little bit of a pitcher's duel in low key. Savale versus Drew Hutchinson. You know? And how did we score? Castro got the scoring started for the Tigers on a ground out in the first. And then we responded in the bottom of the 5th. Jose Ramirez, RBI single, tied the game. And then in the bottom of the 7th, my guy, Andres Jimenez, 3-run jack to right field, gave us the lead for good. And, Emmanuel Clase came in there and butchered the Tigers like he, seemingly always does for the most part. Karen Check got the win. How about that? First game, out of Toronto, he gets the pitch and he gets a win, 1.62 ERA. In terms of how he did in the game, I mean, he had 1 inning, 2 Ks, and a walk. Not too shabby. Not shabby at all. I'll take that any day of the week, if you ask me. Now, you look at the loser. It was Will Vest. 3-3, 391 ERA, and then Clase nailed down his 27th save of the year, 127 ERA. Good stuff. Guardians improved to 62-53. Tigers fell to 43-74. That was the first game of the doubleheader. I got these little gnat bugs flying around, bugging the crap out of me. Get it? Bugging. Ooh. So then we moved to the second game of the doubleheader. And we had the rookie Xavier Curry starting against Brian Garcia. Curry went 5 innings, 8 hits, especially later in the game. 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Yeah, not the greatest, but he could have been worse. I mean, his stuff is all right. Not like elite stuff. It's not like I've seen guys who've started for us that have had absolute disgusting, filthy, nasty stuff. Like if these guys could stick around. And Curry stuff's good. I could see him maybe getting a bullpen role or like as a number 4, number 5 starter on this team compared to some of the other pitchers we got on our farm right now. My God, he's still good. Don't get me wrong, but once he works on his locating, because a lot of his stuff was up high at times, you know. Luckily we were facing. Oh my God, they got Courage on the TV. That's weird. Oh yeah, because they had influencers. They had influencers doing the Angels Mariners game on YouTube. Courage, who does games like gaming, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Fall Guys. He just did a freaking baseball game. He actually could have a future in that. Low key. I mean, he has the voice for it. That's for damn sure. But he's probably gonna be like, I'll stick to doing my usual gaming stuff. But anyways, it's pretty cool. But yeah, Brian Garcia, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 5 Ks, 2 homers. Giving up. And Curry did just fine. And it got to the point where it was like, they scored first, top of the second with a single from Barnhart. And then Andres Jimenez and Luke Maley, of course, I streamed this game. Andres and Luke went yard, made it 3-1 Cleveland. And at this point in the game, I was having fun. I was feeling myself. I was like, the mailman delivered again. I'm glad Braun signed with the Lakers. Yeah, we finally get to move on for a couple years, right? Let our youngsters grow without having to keep thinking, are we going to get LeBron? Are we going to get LeBron? Are we going to get LeBron? For real. But yeah, when we scored those 3 runs, I was like, oh yeah, we got this. We're good. Just gonna hold on to it. And of course, that's something that we don't do. Reyes and Castro will respond with a single and then a force out, scoring 2 runs. And then in the top of the 6th, they did what we did in the bottom of the 4th. Scope and Carpenter both hit homers, and it would be 5-3. And then we would respond. Stephen Kwan, bottom 7, RBI single, 5-4. And that would be the closest we get. Besides Luke Maley hitting singling on a fly ball in the bottom of the 9th. And it would be 7-5. In fact, did we really have a chance after that? Yeah. I mean, Tyler Freeman was the tying run. Yep. Freeman was the tying run. And couldn't do anything. They got Maley out at second, and then Freeman grounded out at first, so it was a double play. Split the doubleheader. And Garcia got the win. He's 1-0, 3.29 ERA. Morgan took a loss, like usual. Captain Changeup, freaking trash, yeah, boy. 4-3, 4.25 ERA, and then Soto got his 21st save, 3.24 ERA for him. Eli Morgan is clearly not good. Honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if they put Xavier Curry in the bullpen just to get him acclimated to the ballpark and everything, and then maybe like as he gets better, put him in the starter role. Just anything just to get Eli Morgan out of here. Eli Morgan's been figured out, and he has not adjusted. He has not adjusted. It's at this point where teams are just going to sit on his changeup. They're going to wait for him to inevitably put a changeup over the plate, and it's going to be a cement mixer or something, and they're just going to crush it. That's what they always do. And it's like, come on, buddy, get real. Got these freaking gnats flying around in here. Swear, there's always like these like little tiny microscopic bugs always flying around in here. Gonna have to get like a little one of the, like a bug light or something to put in here to freaking kill them all because they're so freaking annoying, especially when they buzz by my ear and all I hear is. And I try to crush it and like swat them out of the air, and it's like they're so tiny, they just fly right between my fingers. I can't even really use a fly swatter because they probably just fly right between the gaps. But yeah, Eli Morgan, not good. We were in great shape. We were in fantastic shape. We were tied at 3, and top of the 6th came up, and they decided, hey, I got an idea. Let's put Eli Morgan in the game. Like, thirsty. If there's one thing you never do, you don't put a guy like him in a tie game. You put him in when you're up 2 or 3 runs. It gives him a bit of a cushion. You do not put him in a tie game. Because that's what happens. He freaking can't pitch anything like other than changeups or freaking. What were those home runs hit off of? A changeup, of course. Go hit a changeup out of the park, 75 miles per hour. Where was the pitch at? Right in his spot, of course. And then Carpenter, 4-seam fastball. Gee. In fact, let's see what all the pitches he threw. So against Castro, changeup, fastball, changeup, changeup. Okay. Against Scope, slider, slide. Oh, he throws sliders. Oh my god, he could throw sliders. Wow. Fastball, changeup, boom, out of the park. Fastball out of the park. The very next pitch, he threw literally 2 straight pitches out of the park. I'm so pissed when I saw that. Barnhart, first pitch slider, grounded out. Clemens, changeup. He got out on a changeup. He grounded out on a changeup. And then, of course, we'd come up and do nothing the very next inning. So, just a bad outing, from Morgan. I'd send him down to AAA just so we could work on some things, maybe get right mentally, because I can imagine being a bum takes a toll on you mentally. Now, Shaw's not a dumpster fire. He's old. He's old. I trust him more than freaking Eli Morgan at this point. That's sad. That's really sad. But we lose game 2 of the doubleheader, and then we get into last night's game. And this game got started off on a wacky note very early. And of course we had Zach Plazek on the mound, and we already know how these go. It was Zach Plazek against Garrett Hill. Hill went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, given up, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Plazek and another loss. He's 2-11. My God. 9 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run. And the crazy thing is, 3 of those runs were surrendered in the first inning when we should have been out of the inning. The inning should have been over. It should have been scoreless. But they ruled that Austin Hedges was blocking the plate. Even though Javi Baez, who was coming home at the time, had a lane to get past Hedges and possibly score. It's one thing if you're literally sitting on the plate. I saw that in the minor leagues earlier this year. It was a play, I think, where George Valera got hurt, actually, trying to get to the plate. And the catcher for the opponent literally sat on the plate. He literally sat on the plate. Now, it's blocking the plate. At least with Hedges, you could go around him. He left you a lane to try to get through past him. He didn't completely block you off from the plate. Because, of course, these umpires are freaking garbage. They ruled that he was blocking the plate, and that essentially led to the spiral out of control. Because they would score on that run. And then that was a great play by Freeman, too. Freeman made a great play because he was going after the ball, the ball was going towards the plate. It ricocheted. It bounced off of second base, went to the left. Freeman went over there, got it through to first. Perfect throw to Hedges. Hedges tagged him out. It was an out, but it wasn't even the umpire that made the call. It was New York. That's the thing. Yeah, the umpire called him out originally. And then Sweaty Hinch decided to freaking challenge it because, of course, he would. And yeah, that cost us because right after that, Carpenter homered again, and it was 3-0, just like that. Could have been, we went from being out of the inning to being down 3-0. And bottom of the first, though, we got on the board. Jose Ramirez grounded into a force, scored a run, and then it was 3-1. And then right after that, top of the third, Castro doubled in a run, and then we would respond with a Straw ground out, and then Jose again with an RBI single, made it 4-3. And again, there was some more craziness in this game. You know, Ahmed tripled, Jose singled, and then all this other stuff happened in this game. Especially, in the ninth, Freeman doubled, and then Hedges sack bunted for some reason. Tito, if I could say one thing to Tito right now, it's never sacrifice bunt when you got a bum of a freaking hitter behind your catcher. If that was like Stephen Kwan or Ahmed or Jose, I wouldn't even bunt with, the guys in front of them. But Hedges in front of Straw, you never bunt. You maybe say to Hedges, try to, do something with it. But I get bunting because you want to move the guy over. But nah, that wasn't gonna work. And then Straw struck out. But here's the thing. So Straw hit the pitch. I guess, they thought the ball went off the ground and into the glove, which would rule it as a foul off. The umpire ruled he was out. And Tito got pissed because also, earlier in that game, Kwan stole second, but they ruled him out, even though he got to the base before the tag. Lance Barksdale, this was a disaster class from him and his crew. Big time disaster class. My goodness. Lance Barksdale needs to get glasses. I know like the team wouldn't say something like this about umpires. I can because I'm a fan. Lance Barksdale needs to get LASIK eye surgery or something, or learn how to be a better umpire. I've seen some great umpired games from the guys. Games where it's like you almost forget, you don't even know who the umpires are, because they're either like very perfect or they're right there. Then you get the bozos like Lance Barksdale's crew to this series. Both sides, they were trash. And so Francona got ejected. And then you get Miles Straw, the bozo that swung at the pitch and everything. He missed. He swung and missed because he's a bum. He gets ejected by Alan Porter. And in the process, the pitcher, I think it was Soto or Jimenez. No, it was Soto. He threw a pitch. It was a ball. But apparently, the third base umpire called time. Nobody acknowledged it. Nobody acknowledged he called time. And they let Soto throw the pitch. It was a ball. And then they're like, oh, then Lance Barksdale, says, oh yeah, that pitch didn't count. They tried it again, and he grounded out. He got another ball, and then he grounded out. And that was the game. Tying run on third, they teased. And I know they had some words to say about that, but that was an ugly game. One of those ugly games that we have every year. We have one of these every year, it seems like. At least once a year. Maybe more. But just an overall ugly game. I mean, play Zach 5 1/3, 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 3 Ks, and a homer. He could have been way better if it wasn't for that first inning. And he continues to get just completely, trunched by some whatever happened. I don't know what he did to this team to deserve this, but he has the worst luck ever of any pitcher I've seen. And of course, like I said, Hill, he yeah, Garrett Hill, 6 innings for Hill, whatever. 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 3 Ks. And if you thought that game was nuts, wait until I talked about tonight's game. But Hill's 3-3, 4.22 ERA. Plesac 2-11, 4.43 ERA. Soto gets his 22nd save with the 3.16 ERA. And then we talk about tonight's game. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing this recap tonight? Usually, I'd want to do it tomorrow because off day. Why not? Nah, I'm doing it tonight. Oh, I got some stuff to say about this freaking game. I got some things to say, low key. But on the mound tonight we had Cal Quantrill, and they had Daniel Norris. And Norris had not recorded a win this year, and Quantrill's been nails lately. Norris, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Quantrill with a decent outing. He wasn't great, but he wasn't trash. The strikeouts definitely weren't there tonight. 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a homer. And for like 98% of this game, I was so sure we were losing. We couldn't touch their guys. Cisnero came in there, held us in check. He did allow a run and a hit and everything, but for the most part, he kept us in check. Vest was usually, he was his usual self, really good. And then, on our side, Karinchak butchered the Tigers lineup for about an inning. Then he kind of struggled that second time through, but he got through it pretty much. 4 Ks, 2 walks. Classic Karinchak. And then Shaw came in, solid for that final third. He was solid. Get that final out. Now, we talk about Chafin. Now, in the first game of the series, Chafin was, I believe, the one that gave up the ghost to Andres Jimenez. Well, in this game, if everything went well, he would have been out of the inning. Except, with this way this series went, it wasn't going to be normal. Not at all. So, they get Miller to strike out. All right. Jimenez struck out on a foul tip. And then Luke Maley struck out, but it was a wild pitch, which allowed him to go to first. So he got on, but he struck out. Technically, the inning should be over, but it's not because he reached base. And then Miles Straw singled, putting 2 on. And then they put Will Benson in for Luke Maley, so good to know Tito actually realized he could use a pinch runner in that situation. Good strategy. And thank God he did, because Steven Kwan came up and Steven Kwan did what Steven Kwan always does, and that is come up clutch. Ground rule double to right field, possibly the derpiest hit I've seen, or one of the derpiest hits, pretty much the theme of the inning for us. He hit it, and he hit it right, because he took advantage, I guess, of like where the positioning was. That thing was in the air forever. I was expecting the right fielder to come underneath and dive and catch it, but it dove, it died quick, and it went straight down, bounced in play. in fair territory, and it bounced out of play. So ground rule double. We scored a run, made it 4-3. Good stuff. But in terms of like how scoring started, Oscar doubled in a run in the bottom of the third. Kerry Carpenter sack fly tied the game. Haas singled in a run, made it 2-1. And then, but top of the fifth, Reyes singled in a run, and then top of the sixth, Willie Castro hit what we thought was the dagger, 4-1 Tigers. And then bottom of the sixth, a passed ball scored Jimenez. So that's what we got here, 4-2. And then, like I said, Quan ground rule double scores a run. They bring in Alex Lang, the turtleneck terror, I guess, because he's been really good. And we pelted him, pretty much. Three straight hits resulted in runs. Ahmed Rosario with a derpy single to like left infield, pretty much. It didn't even get past the infield. Tied the game right there. And then Jose Ramirez with a derpy outfield hit. Made it 6-4. 2 runs there, score. And then Oscar Gonzalez with a double, scoring a run. And it's 7-4. And for some reason, they intentionally walked Josh Naylor. I get it, because Josh has been killing you all year. No reason why you want him to kill you again, right? Besides, you want to have him and his bad ankle on base. Well, Owen Miller said, watch this, buddy boy, as he singled to the gap in left center. And of course, Josh Naylor, with it being 2 outs, he's running. So, that's how we scored a lot, too. That's how, like, Ahmed scored, too. Because, again, any fly ball, you're running, because it's 2 outs. That's what they do. And that's how Naylor ended up at third. And he slid in at third. He popped up and he hit the John Cena, saying, "I'm effing fast. I'm effing fast." He's like doing this. See me? Can't see me? I'm fast. I am speed. Yeah, you're like if a Lightning McQueen had a blown tire. Oh, that's tough. But yeah, I still love Josh Naylor. I bet you he'll be spending this offseason just resting off that ankle. He'll probably stay off that ankle for like a week straight. He'll be like, I can finally get off this damn ankle. His ankle has not been 100% all year. You could just see it when he runs. I'm surprised he was able to run from first to third. But he did. And then Owen Miller scored him. Oh, no, Owen Miller is the one. Yeah, Owen Miller singled in a run, and then Naylor got the third. And then Jimenez struck out swinging, and that would end the inning there. And Clase would come in there and do what he always does: a ground out and 2 absolutely nasty strikeouts to Clemens and Baddoo, and that'd be it. Guardians somehow, someway managed to get a split in a series that I thought they were going to lose 3 games out of 4. And we have still not lost a series yet since the All-Star break, really. And that's freaking insane. This team is crazy. This team is going to get me freaking... This team's going to be the death of me. You think they're done, and they're not. And then, of course, you have the vice versa. You think they're dominating, and then they're not. Then they freaking fall off. But no save. No save for Clase tonight, because we're up 4. Not really a save situation. But Shaw 6 2/3, or 6 2/3. Shaw's 6 2. He gets the win. 5.36 ERA. Andrew Chafin takes his second loss of the year. He's a 3.18 ERA. So there you go. We are now 63-55, still in first in the Central. Feeling good, looking good. That's all that matters. And now we got an off day. So the best part is, with this off day, we can just chill. Sit back, relax, rest up. I'm sure Naylor's probably going to be off that freaking ankle all day. Probably get it treated a little bit. I'm sure they're probably going to be in the batting cages, getting that work in as they await the White Sox, who are facing the Astros tomorrow at 2:10. And much needed off day. FYI, in that game, tomorrow, it'll be Luis Garcia against Giolito. So I need Garcia to shove. Giolito's been kind of rocky, as of late. So if the Astros could do us a fancy, I would love it. They did us a fancy tonight. But let's the Twins. The Twins do not play tomorrow either. So this is a good chance for the White Sox to gain a half a game on both of us. Or lose a half a game on both of us. I don't think the Twins play tomorrow. Yeah, I don't see them. Now, speaking of the White Sox, we will have them in town on the 19th. It'll be Lance Lynn, who we absolutely boosted the last time we faced him in our ballpark. If you remember that game, that was fun. 3-5, 5.62 ERA, 69 strikeouts. Nice. Against Tristan McKenzie, who is 8-9, 3.14 ERA, 124 strikeouts. I believe he was a victim of a hard luck loss last time he played. I'm going to need him to shove, as usual. Against Lynn, Jimenez, 9 ABs, batting .333, so 3 for 9, a dinger and an RBI. Hedges, 17 at-bats, 118 average, 1 home run and 1 RBI. Nolan Jones, look at you, buddy. 5 ABs, 400 average, 4 RBIs. And then you get Jose Ramirez, the killer of Lance Lynn's daddy. 23 ABs, 348 average, 3 ding-dongs, and 7 RBIs. I believe that is career-wise. So, yeah. You're going to see a lot of him. And then Miles Straw, somehow, 308 average, 2 RBIs against Lance Lynn. Now against Tristan McKenzie, only Sebi Zavala has hit a home run off him. Wow. 2 homers and 4 at-bats. 500 average. 5 RBIs. Lurie Garcia has an RBI, but I believe he's on the IL. Yasmani Grandal has 2 RBIs. Eloy Jimenez has 2 RBIs. And that's it. I believe Tim Anderson's out too. And I saw that they're actually trying to bring in Elvis Andrus. Because of course they are. I'm not really scared of Elvis, but we just can never seem to get him out. We'll see how that goes. Now for game 2 of the series, it will be Bieber against Cueto. Cueto 5-5, 278 ERA, 71 strikeouts. Then you have the Biebs 8-6, 318 ERA, 140 Ks. Against Cueto, nobody has any homers. We've barely faced him. Hedges has an RBI. Quan has an RBI. Ahmed has 2 RBIs, and Jose has 1. And not too often you see a pitcher that Jose doesn't really own, but someone else does. That's not too common. Now against Bieber, Abreu has 3 homers, 4 RBIs in his career, 39 ABs, as you can imagine. Lurie Garcia, who I believe is, like I said, out. He's going to be on the injured list, I'm pretty sure. 2 homers. I think it's Lurie Garcia. I could be wrong. 3 RBIs, 2 homers, and 13 at-bats. Jimenez, 1 home run, 2 RBIs in his career. Moncada, 2 homers and 3 RBIs. Pollock, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 in his career against him. And then Robert has an RBI. So, yeah, they've had success against him, but they've seen him a lot, as you can imagine. But yeah, I think Bieber will be just fine. And oh yeah, by the way, that means Cal Quantrill technically would have been still undefeated at home, but he didn't get the win, of course. That's crazy how he still has not lost at home with us. That's insane. That's like, wow. That's crazy. I don't think he still hasn't lost with us at home. I don't think so. Unless I'm missing something. And then for the final game of the series, it'll be a nooner on Peacock. As it'll be Savale against Cease. Oh, God. 12-5, 209 ERA, 178 Ks for Cease. Savale's 2-5, 563 ERA, 66 Ks. coming off a 10K performance. It's good to know that we don't have three stiffs on the mound in this series. We actually have a chance to maybe take 2 of 3. That'd be great to see, though. And then Cease, Hedges has hit a home run off of him and 2 RBIs, and that's it. Only Naylor has 2 RBIs off of him. Nobody else has really been able to touch him lately. And then you go to the Savali side, and Eloy's had 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. And Robert has a home run and 2 RBIs. Moncada has 2 RBIs, and Abreu has 4 RBIs, 16 at bats, but he's got a 188 average. So, yeah, they've had some success against him, but I've definitely seen worse. Now, in terms of the Twins, they got to face Texas. So I'm hoping Texas can get something going. I know they just fired their manager and their GM. So I'm kind of hoping that like maybe spurs a little something out of them, and they go out and kick the crap out of Minnesota real quick. That would be wonderful. Now, as for what we got coming up afterwards, another off day, and then we are, where are we at? Oh, San Diego. God, that means we're gonna have freaking what, Plazek and Quantrill against freaking San Diego. Oh my God, we are screwed. We're gonna have to watch Plazek and Quantrill. Oh God, I'm just hoping for a split in that series. And knowing us, it'd be like Musgrove and freaking Mania or something against us. Oh God, not even serious, bro. Not serious at all. Not even serious. And the thing is, we'd be on the road too. So, oh, you play them again? Yeah, we actually play San Diego again. I didn't know that either. Yeah, we do. I'm just hoping we don't embarrass ourselves. But we got to take care of Chicago first. We'll worry about San Diego after. But yeah, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this one, guys. So hopefully we can take 2 of 3. Chicago has been playing kind of lately. They are over 500, 61 and 57. They are, I believe, 2 games behind us. And you know what's crazy though? Remember a couple weeks ago? What was it? A couple weeks ago or whatever when I did the standings? Sorry, I keep drinking something, but all this talking makes my mouth dry. And when my mouth gets dry, my tongue sticks to the top of my mouth, and I can't freaking, my words stick. And it sounds like I'm got like a lisp or something. But no, it's my freaking tongue. It gets dry and hard as heck to talk. But you look at these divisions, and what's freaking crazy to me? The Yankees have been garbage for the last 10 or so games. You know? They're 3-7 in their last 10. And they're still 10 games over in their lead in their division. The opponents have not gained any ground at all in their division. That's why it's always good to have a big buffer like that. Because if you do have hit a little bit of a skid, you have a little bit of a buffer. But you just don't want that skid to last too long, because if a team like the Tampa Bay Rays or Toronto gets hot, that lead will shrink quick. Now, yeah, I mean, when it comes to the wild card, I think all three, Tampa Bay and Toronto are in the wild card right now. Cleveland, of course, is up a game in the division, as usual. Of course we are, because we almost damn near fumbled the entire bag. Because, we had to almost lose 3 out of 4 to Detroit. Isn't something though? You be killing, we do really well against the top teams pretty much like lately, and then we face a scrubby freaking Tigers team with AJ Hinch as the manager, and we freaking look like our AAA team half the time. So what's this? Why do we play so scrubby, man? Oh, the umpires in that series were awful on both sides, but I can't go far on blaming the umps. We should be better though, and I think we'll be just fine. We still got a long way to go. But yeah, Minnesota's a game behind us. Chicago is right there too, 2 games back. Essentially, it's a 3-team race for the AL Central. It's been like that for 2 months now. It seems like. And then in the AL West, same thing. It's a 1-team race. Houston has taken over that division. They've had that division for a long time, but like they've essentially had the division won since the beginning of the month, the beginning of the year. Seattle, 11 games back. They're the only team within striking distance for that. The other three are all 20 plus games back. Like, remember when the Angels were like right there in the thick of things, and then they just completely fell off? They blew a tire, and then they didn't have a spare, so they had to sit there and wait for AAA to show up, and they're in the middle of nowhere, and they're just sitting there, and all the other teams are just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Like a road rally thing. Like you're just sitting on the side of the road, like do 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 do. Where the heck is AAA? Do 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 do. And then everyone's just buzzing right past you, and finally you get that tire fixed. But it's a crappy tire, so you're still going slow as heck. It's a and you're just like, at least we're on the road. At least we're trying. But yeah, they're not. They completely fell off the face of the earth. Are they gonna really waste Shohei and Trout? Yeah, they are. Freaking Angels, man. Freaking Angels. And Trout willingly signed a crazy long extension there too. I bet you if he knew back then what he knows now, I don't think he would have signed an extension. Because being Mike Trout, you want to win a freaking championship in your freaking career. He's gonna be like Joe Thomas. Plays his entire career on a garbage ass team. And yes, I'm gonna call my team garbage because that's what we were. And at least they made the playoff that one year. The Angels did. Yeah, that's true. But that's kind of like Joe Thomas. He had one winning season essentially in his entire career with the Guardians, the Browns, and then of course the year after he retires, oh look at that, they're winning, and they make the playoffs 2 years later. 3 years later, whatever. It's like, of course. But yeah, Houston's got that division on lockdown. You already know Houston's already kind of pre-ordered those shirts, and they have the champagne and everything kind of loading up. They got their order already submitted to the distributor for the champagne. It's all about just staying healthy and getting to that finish line. You know, Mike Clevenger mostly pitched the first game. Yeah, most likely it'd be Clevenger. It'll probably be Clevenger and Musgrove. But we'll see who pitches for the Padres in their next series. So yeah, AL West is all Astros. Then go to the NL East, and this is gonna be interesting. The Mets and Braves are fighting over that top of that division. They just played each other. I believe they play each other tonight, and then Philly plays the Mets afterwards. Hoo-wee. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be an insane ending to that division. Atlanta is not going anywhere, obviously, but sheesh, man. That's going to be a fun division to watch as we get into September. No lie. Same thing goes for the NL Central. St. Louis is leading that division by 3 games. They were in second for a while, and Milwaukee looked like they were going to take it, but they kind of fell off a little bit. And St. Louis is like, we'll take that division. Thank you very much. And they have. They took it. They got to play Colorado today. Milwaukee plays the Dodgers. And then, oh, by the way, Pittsburgh's in last place in the division because, of course, they are. They were third for so long. Now they suck again. They suck even worse than they did before. Oh, my goodness. And then you go to the NL West, and it's Dodgers all the way. The 2 West divisions have already been sealed up. Yeah. The Padres are derping low key. They're up and down, not playing that great. Uh, the Giants are not like they were last year. Their luck is kind of run out. Funny how it's an even year and they're playing like kind of. You'd think in the even years they'd be killing it, but they looked great last year. They were the best team in the league last year. Kind of weird, isn't it? They don't have that luck this year. In fact, they're only 5 games ahead of Arizona for third place. That's insane. But man, this is gonna be a fun like final month and a half or so. I'm all the way here for it. Now, if you're wondering what the matchups would look like if the playoffs started today, here's what they would look like. So Houston and the Yankees would have the bye weeks, the bye series or whatever. They would have the bye in the first round for the AL. And it would be Cleveland versus Toronto. I think no, Cleveland versus Toronto or Tampa. Oh my God! So we'd either have to go back up to Toronto. No, they'd come here. Oh boy, yeah, we would have to face either Toronto here or Tampa Bay would have to come here. Ooh, that would be something. I mean, we'll see what happens. But yeah, in terms of who can also take over that wild card spot, right now you have Seattle, Tampa, and Toronto. But you also got Minnesota right there, Baltimore, Chicago, Boston, heck, even Texas somewhat is there. They're like 10 games back, but you never know these days. I've seen them do that before where they'd be like out of it and then they just go on a tear. They fired their manager and yeah, I think they're kind of looking towards next year. Pretty much it'll be I'm curious to see who they hire. There's going to be some teams looking for managers next year, man. Was it who fired their manager so far? Okay, so let's see. Texas did, Philly did, uh, the Angels did. Again, those are like the big three, I think. There might be a couple more, but yeah, it'll be. I'm curious to see how everything goes with those teams and their searches. Of course, Detroit and well now Texas are looking for GMs. So we'll see how that search goes. Now, in the NL side of things, the Dodgers and the Mets would have the division by the bye weeks or the byes. St. Louis would play San Diego again. Remember, they played during the illness when they won the bubble. Yeah, they played in the bubble playoffs. And then Atlanta would face Philly. Ooh, Atlanta versus Philly in a 3-game series. Ooh, now that would be something to watch. Now, in terms of again teams that could possibly slip in there, Milwaukee, San Fran, freaking Arizona, 1.5 games back. Could Arizona realistically do it? Ooh, I mean they're not completely out of it. You know, they're not completely out of it. You never know. We'll see where they are at the end of August and the September. See if they have a legit chance. Because you never know. You never know. A team could get hot. Imagine they somehow slip in, only to get trounced by the Cards. Oh, that would just be tough. But if you're a Diamondbacks fan, you'd be like, whatever. We didn't expect it. That's crazy, but yeah, we didn't expect it. Crazy enough, they have a 500. They have a winning record at home. Most teams usually do, unless you're garbage. Then yeah. But let me know what you guys think about the standings. Who do you think's gonna make it out of both divisions? And once we find out the field, I'll do a little prediction stream, and we're gonna predict who I think's gonna win each division, and then who I think will win the World Series. So with that being said, guys, I cannot wait for this series against the White Sox. I'm probably only gonna do one game, maybe. I might do the Bieber start because I know you have a game. They have an off day today, Thursday, so Bieber will start on Friday. So yeah, I'll probably do the Bieber start, and then of course replay on Sunday. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Hope you all have a great rest of your night, and probably maybe do a video tomorrow talking about joint practice. Might post some clips if I see any good clips. So have a good night, everybody, and yeah, cannot wait. Okay, I'm lagging apparently. That's nice. I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah, I'll be live or something. I'll be live definitely for Bieber's start, and then I'll probably post some videos for the joint practices. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. All right, have a good night, everybody. And see you tomorrow, possibly. And hopefully, too, we'll get word on a possible suspension because I believe the NFLPA and the NFL are working towards a compromise. And it's funny. So yesterday, in my video I posted, I said my idiot self was trying to say expedited. I I'm not a dumb. No more Tigers till next year. Really? Really done with the Tigers? We seriously done with them? Ain't no way we're already done with them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, drinking pop makes you thirstier, dude. I just need something to moist the palate a little bit, man. Damn. You know what? Screw that. That's much better. Honestly, I'll just try to grab the first thing I see to freaking. Okay, let's see. I swear we have at least one more series against Detroit. I swear we do. Oh my God, we are done with Detroit this year. It's insane. Well, we wrapped up with a split. Like, look at this. So here's how we did against the Tigers this year. So let's see. May. Okay, we didn't face them in April. In May, we went 2-3 against them. Not the greatest. Yeah. One May 20th and May 28th. We lost May 22nd, 26th, and 29th. But yeah, 2-3. And then June, did not play them. July, went 3-4. Not great again, including getting swept in a 4-game series, including a doubleheader. Oh, yeah. And of course, we all remember after that series, we would then win 7 straight against them, and then we won 4, 5. We went 5-2 to end the season against them. So overall, that was, let's see here again, May 2-3. Okay, 2-3, 3-4, 5-2. 2-2, 10-9. Did we really win the series against the Tigers this year? Yeah, 2-3. No, 2-4 here. 2-4. 1, 2. That was in May. Yeah, May we went 1, 2. No, we went 2-3. I'm dumb. My God, I'm confusing myself. 2-3 in May because he had 2 games postponed. Yeah, 2-3 in May. And then in June, 3-4. 2-3, 3-4. That's 5-7. 2-3, 3-4. Yeah, 5-7. And then August. Yeah, 10-9. We're at 10-9 against the Tigers this year. It's insane. It's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. We've got 10-9 against the Tigers this year. Now, in terms of how we're doing against the other division rivals so far, Minnesota. How are we against Minnesota this year? Let's take a look, shall we? Real quick. So, May, 1-2. June, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. We faced them a lot. 5-3. And then we don't play them again until September. We play them a lot in September. So right now, if you're keeping track, again, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins and 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're what, 6-5? 6-5 against the Twins so far this year. That's 11 games. So by process of elimination, we have 8 more games left against them, including a 5-game series coming up in September. My God. And that, of course, includes a doubleheader. We have 2 4-game series left against them this year. And then against Kansas City, a team that we've kind of had a lot of success against. How have we done against them so far this year? And so April, 2-2 against them. Well, actually, March 28th. No, that was a spring training game. But yeah, 2-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-4, and of course we have 6 games coming up against these guys to end the season. Yeah, we have 4 at the end of in September, early September, and then 6 coming up in the beginning of October. Because we're psychotic like that. Or was it 5? That's weird. It says 5. Oh no, you have the September 30th into October. So yeah, there you go. But we have 9 games against these guys left. So yeah, we're pretty good against them. And then of course you have, I believe, what was it? I've already talked about Detroit. So we've essentially have winning records against the other division. Oh yeah, Chicago. Duh. The White Sox. Now you'd think, okay, the White Sox should own us because they prepared and they should be better, right? Well, we were 3-0 against them in April. Remember, we had 2 games postponed due to freaking we had 2 games postponed due to snow, lovely, or something like that. And yeah, so we're 3-0 to start against them. Well, 11-1 first game of the year. What the heck? I think it was Dallas Keuchel, right? Pretty sure that was the Keuchel start for the White Sox too. That's insane. 3-0, 4-1, 4-1. We played them a lot in July, so 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 7-3, 8-3, 8-4, 8-5, 8-5 after July. We have 3 games coming up, starting tomorrow, the 19th, and then we have 3 in September. So we're We have a winning record against every team in this division. People thought we weren't going to be that good. We're the trolls of the friggin' AL Central, I swear. Do you like the Cavs schedule? I mean, it's alright. I mean, we play everybody, so it's not like, oh, we're playing these guys and these guys. You know, we're playing everybody, so it'll be fun. You know, I did realize that they do have us not traveling as much. That's why they have us playing a lot of teams like in back to backs, kind of. You know, home and homes or whatever. Or in some cases, we just stay the same spot for 2 straight games against the same team. That's gonna be interesting to see how they how they strategize that. If you're JB Bickerstaff, like you could try some stuff out in the first game and then adjust for the second game, and vice versa. But it'll be fun to see how we end the season against our rivals, you know, and we'll see where we end up. I mean, would I be mad if we missed the playoffs? Talk about the Guardians. No, I wouldn't be mad if the Guardians missed the playoffs because nobody had us winning, making the division in the first place. But if we win this division somehow, boy, I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be friggin' lit. You already know. I might actually have to go after all the people that doubted us. I might actually make a little compilation of like all the videos and stuff of people saying how we weren't going to win the division. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. If I'm petty enough, I might do it. But I don't know if I'm going to be feeling petty. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up here, guys. Hope you all have a great night, and I will see you all on Friday. No, oh, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday will be Bieber's start. Friday is Mackenzie. That's right. Because, yeah, that'll be fun. And then Sunday, it'll be on Peacock. I'll be doing the Eagles game anyway, so I'll be doing Eagles Browns. So I wasn't going to do that game regardless. But yeah, I'll see you guys Saturday. And if not Saturday, see you Sunday for the Browns. Almost said Cavs. Ugh. For the Browns and Eagles. Until then, unless we hear something about Deshaun Watson, I might go live for that, talk about it. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm just reading Paramjot's comments from earlier. Would you go after KD? I would honestly. He is what we need. Nah, they're gonna want way too much. I'm not giving up what they want. Nah, no more Tigers. But yeah, I'll see you guys. See you guys whenever. Probably tomorrow. And have a good night, everybody. The umpires were blinder than Stevie Wonder. Yeah, he would have probably done a good job. Yep. We saw tonight really brings home the possibility of us, the argument that we need robot umps. And we'll see you guys later. All right, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, guards. And I'm out. See you either tomorrow or Saturday. Or today or Saturday or whatever. But I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.